welcome to the stream. We are playing Dragon Age once again.
Hi.
Oh, they can't hear you. So, welcome to the stream. We're gonna continue the story. Continue. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy the stream. Oh, I'm playing Dragon Age.
Wait, why can I not hear? Why'd you say that?
Huh?
Why'd you say you were playing Dragon Age?
To let you know, because I don't know if you're watching or not. I'm gonna explore a little bit before I continue the story. Yeah. Ew. Figurine of Melthoreth and the betrayal. Blight was Vlado. Take off. Why can't I go through here? I'm stuck.
That's her. That's the Herald of Andraste. They said when she came out of the Fade, Andraste herself watched over her.
Hush. We shouldn't disturb her.
Why did nobody find the Herald instead? I thought Seekers knew everything. May God be with you.
Thank you, people.
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
So now you people worship me. Do you think? You'd have to watch my other stream to understand it. Sergeant?
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
Well, what if I don't want to speak with her? I'm playing my game, Connie. No. Map. Journal. Hey, Haven. Heaven once offered respite for pilgrims traveling to the Temple of Sacred Ashes farther into the Frostback Mountains. In the wake of the temple's destruction, the destroyed village, which was also home to the dragon worshipping court during the Fifth Blight, now serves as makeshift camp for those working to pick up the pieces. Good, I know you're watching my stream. Oh, well, I didn't know if that was you. Because someone came on my stream and liked it, so I didn't know who it was. I think as the Inquisition powers grows, it gains enemies to equal measure. It will take an iron will to bring Thetis back from the brink of chaos, but that is precisely what must be done. Okay. Creatures. Yay! Thank you.
Well, I can't go that way yet.
Go figure it's Carrie.
I heard it, Ted.
Okay. Carrie's at the marketplace.
Cool.
I did hear something about them getting paid.
Hey.
I'm not giving up on this game, though. I just don't know what to do right on it.
Oh, so yeah, I've already read that. My bad, guys. It's this one I haven't read yet.
Maybe I should do something new. I guess we're supposed to stay here. I don't know.
Mm.
Do you guys know how to play? Not you guys, but if any of you all know how to play this game, feel free to comment below. What I'm talking about.
Mm. Dragon. Carrie on streaming.
What is he doing? Trying to call you?
Texting me. So it is heaven I need to read. Carrie. Oh my god, Gary. Damn. Okay.
That's her. She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I heard she was supposed to close it entirely. Still, it's more than anyone else has done. Demons would have had us otherwise.
Yeah, you're people should be grateful that I did that.
It's left all over. Little cracks in the sky.
Patient observations, day 3. Less thrashing, some response to stimulus. Spiders seem solid. 2 attempts so far by locals to break into the sanctuary to kill my patient on the road to save her life and religious execute her. Well, information letting Cassandra expect her to wake before the morn.
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
Good luck sealing those rifts.
Make her be with you.
Good luck sealing those rifts.
You people are scaring me. Stop it. I don't know if they're praying or
Good luck
on their
sealing
knees
those rifts.
thanking me.
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
Randy Doggo quarterly. I will warn quarterly missive of suspect vital, whatever. The Randy Doggo welcomes the code autumn with the fall of another. The collected dreams and desire beginning confessions of an apprentice and traveling while following then harrowing forbidden delights at their most cannot talk today. Spirited the Randy Doggo you know what, I just can't talk today. Exhibitations for the noble of thought but spry of the step. The lady herself says enchanting one sparks the circles, if only because closed doors offer the imagination more. 3 scarves fluttered in sock out of 5 RD.
Let's see if he was watching me.
I'm not watching.
No,
Oh.
I had to quit.
Why?
My internet was lagging.
Oh.
Well, someone's watching me. Probably Allie.
So who else is watching me?
Not me.
Not me.
This is creepy.
Guys, I might actually change, James, the secret. Okay, this one is quite fit. I can't get myself out of this.
Aiden!
I believe Lady Cassandra wanted to speak with you.
Yes, I know that lady. I'm sorry, gentlemen. Hey,
Well, I'll be right.
personally, as the observation stay too, the post-normal baby normal is still unresponsive. Careful drop feed prep elf will extract to hasten whole recovery. A lot of thrashing, muttering about too many eyes, something about the gray, encouraging.
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
Can you go in there?
Make me with
The Singing Maiden. Have you ever heard of the story of King Bedward? Bedward, like most kings, was a man of great pride who accepted nothing but complete loyalty from his subjects. He believed the best way to achieve this was through fear. After all, those who feared him would never cross him or question his rule. Most importantly, those who feared him would always seek to please him. Bedward cultivated terror in his subordinates through the gleeful and unrestrained use of contrabnation referred to as the Maiden. The Maiden was a hinged-on castic as high and wide and deep as a man, with the vicious spikes within meant to pierce through the poor soul locked into it. Beatrice's Maiden was a prized possession and stood in a place of honor in his throne room, and often with screaming victim inside of it. Political rivals, suspected assassins, and tremendous ministers, and the man consumed them all. But as time passed, more people were given to the Maiden for increasing trivial offenses. The cook for oversalting the king's food, the pasteboy for dropping his sword. The Maiden cast a pall over the kingdom, and his people prayed deliverance from the cruel king. And one day a strange woman rode into the city. She called herself Ember, and was an emissary from a far-off land. Her leaders who had heard, she said, a beach with wisdom and authority, and she sought the king's counsel. The thought that he had earned a relation of brother kings across the sea made Beatrice swell with pride, and he granted Ember an audience. He dined and danced, and through all of it, Ember flattered and fawned on the king. At the end of the night, Ember asked to see the Maiden. The infamous advice that had given Bedward all of his power, the king, giddy with praise, proudly presented Ember with the empty contraption. Amber looked at the maiden and sighed with disappointment, said that does not look terrifying at all. Instead of imagining the spikes to be much supple. God, that's long. Birds will grow. Yes. Edward grew red at her comment and replied, "The spikes are soft enough to look at the blood that still clings to them. But it is so small," said Amber, "only children and women its victims." Edward grew redder still and replied, "Of course not. The maiden was devoured many men." Amber shook her head and said to the king, "I did not believe it. Surely no warrior could feel this thing. A man like yourself, armor and my sword, would not fit within." The king laughed and saw a way to prove the merit of the man to Amber. "I will show you how easily a man like myself could fit," he said, and with that he stepped into the device with Amber. But Amber was waiting, and no sooner had Edward squeezed himself in the iron casket that Amber slammed the door on him. Amber took the maiden with the screaming Bedford inside. Through the castle, down the city, people finally freed from the king's tyranny. Still and danced, the singing echoed through the streets until Bedford was dead and it finally stopped. A tale often told in the Singing Maiden Tavern. Cool. Can I not go in here? Apparently not. Hopefully it's throughout the whole city.
Most of the Grand Clerics died at the conclave. Who will lead us now? Andraste didn't have Grand Clerics telling her what to do, but she managed nonetheless. You expect us to be like Andraste? Someone must. Go in peace, Herald of Andraste. Go in peace, Herald of Andraste.
Yes, I heard you people.
Go in peace, Herald of Andraste.
What's so funny? Are you watching her? I don't know. The Fade. Yay, more reading. The study of the Fade is as old as humankind. For so long as man had dreamed, we have walked its twisting paths, sometimes catching a glimpse of the city at its heart, always as close as our own thoughts, but impossibly separated from our world. The Divine Imperium once spent a vast fortune of gold, aluminum, and human slaves in an effort to map the terrain of the Fade and ultimately future and never, although portions of it belong to powerful spirits. Oops. spirits, all of it is in constant flux. The Imperium succeeded in fighting the desperate and ever-accepting realms of a dozen demon lords, as well as cataloging a few hundred types of spirits. Before they were forced to abandon the project, the relationship with demons to the Fate is complex. Even when entering the Fate through the use of the limit, mortals are not able to control or affect it. The spirits who dwell there, however, can, and as the country teaches us, the great flaw of the spirits is that they have neither imagination nor ambition. They create what they see through their sleeping visitors, building elaborate copies of our cities, people, and events which like the reflections in mirror. Ultimately lack context of life of their own. Even the most powerful demons merely plagiarize the worst thoughts and fears of mortals and build their realms with no other ambition than to taste life. Yay. Read more shit. Oh my god. A chant for the departed. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next. She who trusts the Maker fires her water as the wafted light goes towards the flame. She should see fire and go along towards the light. The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death for the Maker. Shall be her beacon and her shield, and foundation in her sword. I don't like that guy.
Go in peace.
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
You were good. I must ask me you want my help again.
Let me guess. You need my help.
You have done plenty. Your actions will be taken into account by the new Divine.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone Most Holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
I am not the chosen one among you. You seriously believe I am innocent? Are you sure?
You really think your Maker would send someone like me?
The Maker does as he wills. It is not for me to say.
Even if that means a Dalish elf is his chosen?
Humans are not the only people with an interest in the fate of the world.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you, Mr.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn.
Yay!
We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
Got nothing to say, Chancellor.
This is the Divine's direction. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers.
No numbers.
And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
Mystery, I want to help. This is rather strange. I agree for now.
If you're truly trying to restore order, that is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Yay! Dragonines. Inquisition.
Does it trouble you?
I just wish I knew what it was, or how I got it.
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Clearly, you have something in mind.
We do. You've met Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition forces.
It was only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven? You've just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra. Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel
She's still streaming.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading.
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
Wrong, I don't know. I like it.
I'm not sure how I would feel.
The Chantry has decided that for you, it seems.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign. And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
So on the part on the beaches.
So if I wasn't with the Inquisition...
Let's be honest, they would have censored us no matter what.
And you not being here isn't an option.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Why would she have us there? It could be trouble. I'll talk to her.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the windows in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Gee, thanks. Operations. The War Reaper allows you to implement the power of the unit throughout all those plan. Torn by civil war.
Garnering interest from the capital.
You're not pleased?
I am not convinced we are prepared for the full scrutiny of Valvayo.
Raped by the fifth blight. Portland is no stranger to hardship with the veil weakened. The land is more from the Neville. Northwest culture, nobility. Yet I thought the birthplace of the Senator is the most powerful human nation and okay. More table. Inquisition can allow new areas for you. Explore the scouting operations. Perform the scouting operations for Hilland. Okay. I'll go back, please. God damn it. It's not participating, not missing. Secrets. And Gazelle dies, and her when the Chantry support dies with her. My scouts will slip past the fighting and find her and protect her with their lives. Mother Gazelle was last seen in the hinterlands outside of Radcliffe. Tending refugees who fled the fighting between renegade Templars and post-tank mages. The latest report suggests that the victorious struggle between the two groups has spread to the hinterlands, catching the refugees and Mother Gazelle in the middle. It is vital to protect her and, if possible, restore order to the area. I'm guessing that's probably gets out. No, that's Mother Gazelle. Okay. Still in the Highlands, we avoided the fighting as best as we could. It's every bit as bad as we feel. The post states are mad and attacking anything that moves. And it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Gazelle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That would be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Commander Colin asked me to make inquiries of the Master Denton, a retired horsemaster of Radcliffe, who lives in the area. We tried to contact him because obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lee Scout Harding. Okay. Don't know. That's fine. Haha!
What?
Exploring. I'm exploring.
What?
Caitlin said Hawk for some reason, I don't know.
Golden? Why am I in the dozen? Well, why don't you know? Chantry hierarchy. The divine is to the head of the chantry, although since the still split of the imperial chantry into its own faction, there are now in fact two divines at any one time. One divine, formerly called the White Divine, is the Woman House and the Grand Cathedral in Bill Wax. The other, known as Black Divine, is a Man House and Ardent Sprite and many weapons. I don't know how to read today. Neither divine is recognized the existence of the other, and the informal names are considered sacrilegious. No matter the gender, a divine is addressed as the most holy or your perfection. Beneath the rank of divine is a grand cleric. Each grand cleric presides over numerous chantries and represents the highest religious authority for the religion. They travel to their works when the College of Clerics convenes, and others remain where they are assigned. All grand clerics are addressed as Your Grace. Oh, that's just, okay. Beneath, I'm not killing myself. Oh. Beneath the grand cleric is the mother, or in the imperial chantry, the father. If the mother is in charge of a particular chantry, reward as appended to her title. These are the priests responsible for administrating to the spiritual well-being of the flock. Getting tired of reading. A mother or revered mother is addressed as your servant. I know. I think he knows that I know. I think he knows that I know how to play my game more than you do. So he's wanting you. Brothers and sisters form the rank and file of the chantry and consist of three main groups: informed, intimates, and clerics. Informed are the lay brief of the chantry, those regular folk who have turned into chantry for successor. Also, often they are people who have led a difficult or religious life and have chosen to go into seclusion, or even orphans, similar unfortunates who were raised into chantry life. The informed take care of the chantry and are in turn offered a life of quiet contemplation, no questions asked. Only those folks who take vows became inmates. These are men and women who are training rather in academic knowledge or the martial skills of the royal. All intimates receive academic education, although only those seek who soon become Templars learn how to fight in addition. Okay. Clerics are the true academics of the Chancery, those men and women who have declared or dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge. They often found in Chancery archives, sages presiding over libraries and books and arcane knowledge. The most senior of these clerics place in charge, such as archives, and are given the title of elder. Although such a rank still beneath that of mother, all other brothers and sisters are dressed simply as, but nothing but the title before the name, such as brothers in a bay. My God, people. Okay, what I'm going to do, since there's a lot of reading in this, I am just going to read to myself, and then if y'all want to, you can pause it, and then, oh no, that's up to you. Gordon. Gordon. No, I don't think I'm supposed to be down here at this right now. I should really hit you right now. Oh, no, that's not the one.
Research in the nave wishes to verify that the infections have decreased in number.
The Inquisition cannot remain here if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Mistress Lavelan,
no.
This is the Marquis Durelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Heaven. House Durelion lent Justinia these lands for purpose. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
Who cares? You're still killing Hubert.
Not I keep aiming the wrong way, and I'm not doing anything.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I see no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Pentacus that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If he won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Leviathans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. No. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's presence was somewhat hasty.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Oh, you're watching the question. Are you watching question?
Yes.
That's sad that I know that.
I apologize for the intrusion. I didn't realize you were meeting with the Marquis.
You did little harm. In truth, the debate was most beneficial as practice for those to come.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And
Haven.
Inquisitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montilyet.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Yes, ma'am. Josephine.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye. That will help. You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. It's odd to see them accepting a mage as their hero, especially a Dalish elf. One look at your face and it's clear you were never part of the circle. My name is Nave. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
There's lots of it.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it. If you find anything, please bring it in.
think the mages will be able to seal the breach?
I heard some speak of
When will
using
you be able to get us the
Templars
crafting supplies we need?
when they're ready. Piss off.
I suppose that would work as well.
Why don't you like just get on with things?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow.
Hi,
In
Carrie.
their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
Confuses you all the game.
Don't ask me, I'm as baffled as you are. You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die. I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard. Not just me. All of us. She was the divine. She led the faithful. She was the heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing. Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it. No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come, to work then. We will speak later.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Yeah, it sounds like your friends have an issue.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop.
A lot of good men and women didn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and Maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
At least you didn't walk in on people having sex. Really? Oh, it's so smart. YouTuber. God damn.
Guys, I think I'm gonna end it here, and then I'll go to the Highlands next episode. So thanks for watching, and then make sure to subscribe.